everybody, this is Tina with Loving Life's Little Blessings, and I don't have a project for you guys today, but we're going to talk a lot about stamps. I wanted to share with you guys all the different kinds of stamps that Stampin' Up! Offers in their catalog. New this year are photopolymer stamps, which I'm ecstatic about. I love photopolymer stamp sets, and that is probably because when I first started stamping, the first few stamps that I had were photopolymer, so it's what I immediately was used to. So with Stampin' Up, they've always offered a clear mount version and a wood mount version. I'm going to show those to you in a second. The way you can tell which style stamp you're getting is right under the stamp name. It says wood, clear, or it will say photopolymer. Let's find one that is in photopolymer. So here's one. So you can see it says photopolymer. So the wood mount looks just like this. It comes on a block. This is probably the most traditional stamp. It comes with a block, and then you just mount that red rubber right to the back of the wood block, and then you have a stamp that's mounted on a wood, and that's how you stamp with it. Now we have sets that, these are singles. So these both you can just get as a single stamp. And then we have them where all of our stamps, unless they just specifically come in photopolymer, you're going to be able to get them either in a wood mount version or a clear mount version. So here's the wood mount, and they come in the large wood mount case, and then they're on wood, just like I showed you. And then they come in this case, in the wood mount case. So I really love that for storage reasons. Obviously, all my stamp sets now look the same on my shelf. So the clear mount stamps look like this, and they come in a CD case, and you can see that there's still red rubber, okay? The difference is that instead of mounting these now on a block, what we've done is we've put a sticker right on the stamp itself, and then you have a clear block. And then the way you use this stamp is you just attach it to your clear block, and then now you have your stamp. I personally trim very closely around all my stickers so that more of the cling part of the stamp set is showing, and that clings to my blocks a little bit easier. So this is still the red rubber, just like the wood mount. Now Stampin' Up! Previously has only offered these two. And the reason for that is that if you get a cheap photopolymer set, it doesn't stamp as well, it doesn't stamp as crisp. And it's a different, when you stamp with photopolymer, it's a different way of stamping, and it can take some getting used to. So Stampin' Up! Previously has never offered photopolymer sets. And in fact, Shelly Gardner, when I went to the catalog premiere, Shelly Gardner talked about the photopolymer sets, and she said that she always said that Stampin' Up! Would never carry the photopolymer sets because they were not as, the quality wasn't as good as she preferred, you know, her product to be. So the really exciting thing is now we offer photopolymer sets. And that's not just because, well, they're still not good quality and we're just offering them. The thing is that now Stampin' Up! Is making their own photopolymer sets. They make their stamp sets right in Utah. And so they're able to, they've purchased the equipment to make photopolymer sets. And we now carry a few sets in our catalog, and they're mostly either the letter stamps, and the reason for that is they're easier to line up. So with a photopolymer set, because they're clear and you can see them, it is much easier to stamp with them. And then we also offer the other ones that we're offering in photopolymer. Let me find one for you. Are the border stamp sets. So we no longer carry the wheels, which Stampin' Up! Had carried for years. All of the wheels retired, and in replace of the wheels, we are now carrying these border stamp sets. I'm trying to find one. Here's one. I'll be getting this on Monday. This is a border stamp set, and it comes in photopolymer, and that is so that you can line it up easier. And I'll be using this stamp set in the next couple weeks, and I'll show you some things to do with it. So these are the ones that are offered in the catalog, and then they come like this, right on a clear case. And then you can put them right in your case. And then the other thing that we have, which you can head over to my website today and you can see that Stampin' Up! Offers new ones that come out that necessarily are not in our catalog. This is one of them, which just recently came out. It's called Endless Wishes Birthday. And then there was this Endless Wishes Christmas one, which I really love. So these are sets that have come out that are not in our catalog, but were released. And so you can see there's a new one. It's called Superheroes, and it's a superhero stamp set. And that one just was released last week. And so you can head over to my website and see that one. And then you can also make sure that you continually check back, because we have these new sets that come out. I think we have about one a month that comes out. So these are all the different stamp sets that we have, that we offer, the different types. And that is why we're carrying photopolymer now, and we never have before. I know I've seen some questions about why do they have them? Why are all of the stamp sets in the catalog not offered in photopolymer? And really that's just simply because the ones that are offered for a specific reason. The letter stamp sets, and then the border stamp sets, there's a specific reason that those are in photopolymer. And so I just thought I would answer some of those questions that I've seen. I hope this video has helped you guys, and if you have any questions about any of the sets, just let me know and I'm happy to answer them. So thanks guys for coming by, and I'll be back tomorrow with new projects. Thanks guys.